Hi there. Welcome back to 52 Weeks of Angel Connection with Christy. So here I am in beautiful Leawood, Kansas, and it's the beginning of January. And I'm just wrapping up my 52 Weeks of Angel Connection series here on YouTube. Got a little bit behind with the move to the new office space, which is here I am. And today we're going to be talking with Cordelia. This is an Ascended Master from the UK who is all about the great outdoors. And she's a very well-treasured Ascended Master and deity from the UK. Now, according to Doreen Virtue's Big Book of Archangels and Ascended Masters, Cordelia is from England, Wales, and Ireland, so the UK. Also known as, I know I'm going to mispronounce this, Credelad and Crudelad. So I'm sure I've botched those terribly, these being Gaelic names and difficult to pronounce. But Cordelia is a beautiful goddess of spring and summer flowers and of flower fairies. Now, here in the Midwest, it is January and it's cold and there's snow on the ground and there's ice on the pond outside my window. So not exactly spring and summer flowers, but Cordelia can help us just to embrace the energy of springtime and summer flowers. She helps us if we're a little bit stir crazy, being inside all the time. She can help us to renew and refresh our energies, which is really, really very nice. Shakespeare portrayed Cordelia as the daughter of King Lear, of course. And if you know the story of King Lear, Cordelia played an integral role in the play. So Cordelia being the youngest daughter of King Lear, he had 3 daughters. This is a very basic trope in fairy tales and many folklore stories. The idea of having 3 daughters, and the father asks them which one of them loves him the best. Of course, the 2 older sisters tell him in so many flowery terms that I love you above all else. You're my sun and moon. You're my everything, Dad. Love you, love you, love you. Hoping to get a good inheritance, right? Well, Cordelia says, I love you as a daughter loves her father. And when I'm married, then I will love my husband equally. And he didn't like that answer. So that led to the downfall of old King Lear. But now we find out that the love of Cordelia was probably the most realistic and strongest of all, because she was very realistically saying that, I cannot put you above anybody else. I love you as I should, and that is going to have to be good enough, because that's what is due to you, is the love that I have for you. So, however, Cordelia is actually the daughter of the sea god Lear. So she was born a sea goddess. This, of course, was the original Cordelia. Now, if you watched the last video I did, which was also recorded today, we talked with Sedna, who is also a sea goddess. So I'm kind of sensing a theme here as these goddesses present themselves for us to talk with. Cordelia is celebrated on May 1 during the Feast of Beltane, an ancient celebration marking the beginning of summer, when the weather is warm enough to allow ranchers to let cattle out of their pens and into the fields. So Cordelia does so much for us in terms of expressing the freedom and joy that we have in the spring and summer, and helps us with celebration, helps us find courage, helps us with flowers and gardening, which is a wonderful thing that we can do here in the Midwest in the springtime. And I'm already starting to plant my garden, and probably even some plants to put outside on the deck here in the new office space. Helps us with finding joy and celebrating joy. Helps us with navigating life changes, these being retirement, the birth of a child, the birth of a grandchild, starting a new school, life changes such as perhaps the welcoming or the departure of a loved one. Also helps us with stress management. Who couldn't use a little stress management here during COVID times? So Doreen Virtue says to call upon Cordelia whenever you feel stressed or trapped indoors. Hello, COVID. You can escape from office routines by closing your eyes and imagine yourself standing in a field of flowers with her during a perfect springtime afternoon. Let me see if she has any messages for us. Cordelia. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. And the presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Oh my gosh, I just feel her as this beautiful, springy, joyful, bouncy type of earth mother. The beautiful, ample body, ample bosom, lots and lots of wavy hair, and this big apron full of flowers, and just the joy of springtime and the joy of being outdoors. And she says the worst thing you can do for yourself is to let yourself grow stale. So during the winter months when you need to be inside anyway, and heck, during COVID times when you need to be inside anyway, whatever you can do to keep yourself from getting stale, do that, because that is the last thing you want. Because when you're stale, you're smelly. I love the way that she puts that. When you're stale, you're stinky, and nothing living is coming from you. She says, always surround yourself with living plants, living flowers. Even if it's cold outside, bring plants indoors and have them around you. If you have pets, that's a wonderful way to put living things inside your house. Fill your house with laughter and joy and children. And even if it's a fish in a bowl, that is something living, vibrant, and moving within your space, as well as bringing in growing plants. So I love that message. Don't let yourself grow stale. All right. That's it for this episode of 52 Weeks of Angel Connection. I'll be coming to you soon with a few more to kind of round out 2020. And I wanted to wish you a very happy, prosperous, and joyous 2021. See you next time. Bye.